Hi, I'm Cathy Chester, and I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1986. I actually had symptoms back in 1981 after a serious car accident where I was left with numb feet. But when you're 27 years old and happily just working in Manhattan and having a great time, you kind of put those things to the side, don't want to think about illness. But in 1986, I could no longer ignore my symptoms. My legs were numb, my feet were numb, I couldn't feel my shoes, and my left hand was giving me issues, and I was fatigued beyond description. So I went to a sole practitioner, and I immediately, believe it or not, got diagnosed with MS. What was MS? What was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to find out all the details about it? And what was there to know? Quite honestly, in 1986, there was no internet and there were no FDA-approved medications. And I had a hard time finding other people who also had MS. I needed answers, and I needed them quick because I wanted to find out what I had to know. So when I did talk to my medical team, I asked about a prescription for yoga, for acupuncture, and I was basically laughed in the face. Back then, those things were not as popular as they are now. They were not thought of as helping the MS patients. And so I took it, I was just resolved to go ahead and do it anyway. And so I began doing yoga and I began meditating. I read like crazy, whatever I could get my hands on, and it wasn't very much. I started following Dr. Andrew Weil. I read his books voraciously because he was an early proponent of all of these modalities. And through all of that, and through what I was learning about the connection between mind and body, and 7 years later, finally having the first MS medication, I began my journey in a very different way than a lot of people talk about today. I think that yoga and meditation really saved me, saved my emotional health, and just saved me, saved my family and my friends and my husband. I want to thank every yoga teacher I ever had. And I want to thank Mindy Eisenberg for her incredible work with Yoga Moves MS and how she's reaching the community so they will never have to go through such a dark time as I did. Hooray for you, Mindy, and thank you for this opportunity.